for these people who took part in this year's CEO's Sleepout. Over 350 people participated here in Sydney, including CEO Ali Katinas, who's here with us. Ali, how did you sleep last night?
Not too bad, actually. Quite a deep sleeper. Definitely was interrupted by, obviously, the cold and the sounds of traffic outside, but yeah, not too bad.
You are 16, but you're also a CEO. What's your business?
So it's a social enterprise called the Freedom Scrub. We make ethical body scrubs that have no trace of slavery in the supply chain, and in collaboration with the Hope Foundation and the Freedom Hub, we help provide healthcare to people living in poverty in India, and we also help provide rehabilitation to women that are rescued from human trafficking in Australia.
And what struck you most last night?
I think overall, I think everyone had quite a sense of inner combat, because obviously, because we get to go home to a bed every night, we had the thoughts of how am I going to cope with this? Is it going to be too cold? I hope my sleeping bag's warm enough. But we also had the realization that there were people doing that every single night, sleeping on the streets in far worse conditions, and they don't have the safety net of being surrounded by people that care about them and that were looking out for them.
And Ali's mum, Lynn, is also here. Lynn is also Ali's employee and has spent time homeless herself. Ali, how does what you experienced last night compare to the real thing?
Last night it was very cold, so there was a bit of truth to the actual coldness. But when you're on the streets, there's a lot of fear. You've got complete unknown, and you don't know those that are around you. Whereas last night we were actually surrounded by like-minded people and some friends. On the street, streeties do have friends, but you never know when something's going to come at you. You don't know when you're going to get your next meal. You don't know if you're going to be out of the rain, and you don't know what the future is. And depending on your situation, you don't know if there is a future. So it can be very daunting in comparison to the little bit of taste that people had last night. For me, never thought I would be doing this again, but yeah, it was for a good cause. Very good cause.
Thank you, Lynn. And Jack de Groot is the CEO of Vinnie's New South Wales. Jack, these people here spent one night outside, but so many people spend it outside every night. Tell us about those people.
So there's 105,000 Australians who would have spent the evening sleeping rough, and the face of those people is a younger face. 60% of them are under the age of 35 and 44% of them are women. So some of the older stereotypes we need to confront and deal with the fact that it's a younger problem, and it's also a women's problem that we need good solutions for.
And the money raised from the CEO's Sleepout goes towards helping those who sleep rough